Hello YouTube, today we're going to be setting up OBS Studio along with Streamlabs so that we can create a better user experience for both the streamer and the people watching. So what we're going to do is just walk you through the basic steps of downloading OBS, setting it up, setting up Streamlabs, and even eventually getting to donations and some more advanced things. So let's get right into it. Download, and then select your operating system. Pretty straightforward from there. Basically, you're gonna get this installer. It's gonna go wherever you obviously downloaded it to. You're gonna run the installer, and it's not gonna work for me because I already have it running because that's what I'm recording with. But run the installer, and then it should get to a point where it says install browser source plugin, and make sure you have that selected because that's how we're gonna use Streamlabs with OBS. Make sure you do that. So after you have it installed, you're going to open it up, and here it is for me. And we're going to act like we've never used OBS before. So first things first, go to Twitch, and you're going to go to your profile down at the bottom and pop up the little window and click dashboard. And then after going to your dashboard, you can set up all this later. We're going to do stream key and show key. I'm not going to show it right now because that would give you guys my stream, but you're going to want to do this for yourself so you can copy and paste this into OBS. So once you have that, go back into OBS and click settings, streaming services, you want this selected, then Twitch, then whatever server you're closest to. I'm closest to Miami, Florida, so I selected this one. Then your stream key, you just copy and paste from the website on Twitch. And then after that, click apply, and then we're going to go to output, and then you're going to go to streaming, and for the encoder we're going to use assuming you have an NVIDIA graphics card, we're going to use the NVENC H.264 encoder. I seem to like it the most. It never really causes my computer to slow itself down because I have a pretty powerful graphics card. If you don't, you can use a different encoder. You just might have to do some research on that, but for now we're just going to assume we're all using the same one just to make this a little simpler video. So NVENC H.264. Keep this checked. Rescale output for sure. You want this set to 1280 by 720 for streaming on Twitch. That's just a standard right now that most people are streaming in. And then rate control CBR bitrate. This is going to vary for everyone. So if you're watching this, I want you to go to speedtest.net and then run a internet speed test and make sure you have it in megabytes per second. If you don't know how to do that, go to the settings. So after you get this result, if it's anywhere between 5 and 10, then you're pretty much solid. If it's low, you're going to make sure you don't want to go over this. So imagine 1000 is 1 in this test. So I could technically do, 115,000, but that's ridiculous. So we're just going to say you have 5 to 10. I'd say a standard if you have above at least, actually you could go with 4. If you have 4 megabyte bit download speed or upload speed, then the bitrate of 3000 will be okay for you. But if you're not sure, I'd say 2000 is a safe number. If not, 2500. That's pretty standard right now. Anywhere between 1500 and 3000, I'm pretty sure is expected right now. I prefer 3000. I just want a little bit higher quality of a stream. If people can't handle it, then that's their problem. They just need to upgrade their internet a little bit. That's just how I am. So you can change this to whatever you want. Not 100% locked in on one number. Just you can mess with it, find out what works best for you, make sure you're not dropping frames. Preset, I keep mine on default. You could do this to high quality or high performance depending on what you're looking for. That's again up to you. Don't mess with any of this. It should be 0 and 2 by default. So then you can apply that and then go to recording, and oh, by the way, this needs to all be in output mode advanced. If you weren't seeing a lot of this, you need to be in advanced output mode. For recording, you can change wherever you want your recordings. I put mine on my second hard drive, so that'd be smart to do if you do have a second hard drive so you don't use up all your like SSD space or whatever. Then you're going to want recording format MP4. This is huge. MP4 is the most accepted file type on YouTube. It's the easiest to upload to YouTube with. You can upload straight to YouTube, or you can render it in a renderer and then upload it to YouTube. But I totally recommend MP4. Leave audio track as one. Encoder, again, I use NVE and CH.264. It's just the standard one that I like using. For recording, I choose not to rescale my output because with recording, I can go back later and render it into a lower resolution if I want for YouTube. But I just want basically to record exactly what I'm getting on my screen so that later I can mess with it. I'd assume most people want the same. So whatever your resolution is natively, you can not rescale and just keep it the same. For this, rate control is going to be a bit different. We're going to use CQP, and I put mine at 18. This generally you're going to want between 15 and 25. The lower the better. If your computer is not super amazing, then I'd go with like a 23, 24. My computer's pretty good, so I go 18. I wouldn't recommend much above this. It's kind of crazy. If you want to know what this does exactly, you're going to have to look it up. I can't really tell you. It's a little bit... The wording for it's a bit weird. I'm not like too advanced on this stuff, so... I'd recommend 18 if you got a decent computer. Preset high quality, profile high. This is just because recordings I want to be straining my computer the most when I'm recording so that I can get the most raw video that looks great. So same thing with this, don't mess with this stuff down here. Then just apply OK. Go to video next. You're going to want your base resolution set to 1920 by 1080, your output scaled to 1920 by 1080. And then 60 FPS. The reason you want these the same is because it will automatically be overwritten later if you decide to in your streaming. So, well, you most likely will have this rescaled to 720p. So don't worry about this. Let's just keep these two the same. I knew I had some problems with this before if I didn't have them the same, so I totally recommend keeping these the same. Then 60 FPS is just standard recording right now on most anything. 60 frames per second is pretty much expected. If you wanna get popular, you're gonna need this pretty much. Okay, so we're gonna apply that, and then I'm just gonna exit out of this. Okay, so we're gonna make a new scene. So how you're gonna do that is you're gonna right-click this, add, name a new scene. We can call this test. I already have it, but you're gonna name this. Click OK, and then in this scene, make sure it's capturing the right display. Yep. Okay. So in the scene, the first things we're going to do is we're going to add and then a display capture. I already have it added, but you just would go create new and then call it whatever you want, and then click OK. It'd pop up like this, and it should be already grabbing the current things on the screen. So this display, you can go to properties and change it to your other monitor if you want, which I do have. That's nice. You can do that if you need to, but I'm not going to. And then the next thing, this browser source, this is where Streamlabs comes in. So what you're going to do is right-click, add, browser source, and then I'm adding an existing because I already have it, but you're going to create a new. And then let's just say you made a new one called browser source. Let's get rid of my old one. So you're going to have this, and then what we're going to do with this is go onto the internet again and go to Streamlabs, and okay, so you're going to log in and then connect with Twitch. Okay, so now that we're on Streamlabs, we are going to go to Alert Box and click to show widget URL. I'm not going to click it because, again, that would give you some of my information that I need. So you're going to click this and then copy and paste this into OBS. So I'm going to go back into OBS and show what I mean. So here we are. We're going to go to this browser source we just made. Right-click Properties, and then it's going to show URL, the first one that it pops up. I'm not going to do it again because you'll get my stuff. So copy it in there, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, so this might look a little funky, but okay. So it's going to like amplify my screens by like 1,000,000, but it's fine. So basically I have this little browser source thing that you're going to have too, and you can drag it wherever you want, put it wherever you want. But basically what it does once you have that in is you can click test follow alert, and there it is. Now you have an alert, and that's basically all Alert Box does. You can customize them using alert settings down here. That's pretty nice. You don't have to, but I do recommend changing some stuff. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Streamlabs again and grab Stream Labels. You can download this right now if you want. Here create a shortcut. You can create a shortcut on your desktop, which I definitely did. You're gonna want to do that too. So download it, install it, get the shortcut, and then once you open it, it's gonna look like this. You're going to log in to Streamlabs, just like you did on the internet, and it'll show you all your recent events. So I can turn off subs, donations, bits. If you want, you can turn on just follows, just subs. This has nothing to do with what we did in OBS, the alert box. This will happen no matter what happens in the alert box. This is just, it creates a file directory that saves all of your recent events. So if you want to go back and add a text file to OBS that shows your all-time greatest donation, then you can go back and look if you have these files saved. So that's why you use Streamlabs. And I also use it as, let's say I have OBS open. Then I also want Streamlabs open right next to it so that when I'm streaming, I don't have to look at the stream preview itself to see the alerts that pop up. I can just look right at this. Because these are live too, I'll show you. So if you go back to alert box and then you click test follow alert. Oh, I guess these aren't real followers, but these are real followers. So this won't work for the test because they're not real, but real followers will pop up on here. I can guarantee you that. So if you need to reconnect, you can click restart session. It'll automatically just reconnect you. You can log out and change users if you need. Okay, so for that's pretty much it for Streamlabs and Streamlabs. Other than that, we want to set up donations probably for your Twitch channel so that you can actually make some money. So go back to Twitch and you're going to go to your channel. And we're going to click edit panels. And we're going to make one called donations. And then you can add any image you want. I added a little donate now button. You can find this in Google, just search donate button. And then if you go to Streamlabs, they actually have it set up, my donations. Donation settings, here we go. So you want to go to donation settings and then set up your donation methods. You want to add PayPal, credit cards if you want. I have them on. And then settings, your page. So you want to grab this link. So if you click this link off of my stream, you'd get to this page that you could donate right to me. And what's cool about this is it's integrated with Streamlabs already, so that it'll pop up in your Streamlabs. You'll be able to see all the donations that go through this. You could just use PayPal, but then again, you won't get the alerts. So I wanted viewers to be able to see that they've donated to me and see who's been donating. So I use Streamlabs. That's pretty much the point of it. That's pretty much it. There's not much else to it. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's a few other tips and tricks I could show you guys in another video if you want. Just like or leave a comment if you want to. Just let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.